What's up, guys? Against the spread, Christian here for you. We got our first NBA show going live today, so let's go ahead and hop into it. First follow all the socials. Make sure you guys are following the X, the TikTok, the YouTube, the Instagram. Gonna be trying to do these NBA kind of shows as much as possible. It's gonna be kind of tough because we're still doing NFL and all that stuff. I'm not gonna post a NBA video if the card isn't what I like to see. But I'm gonna try to post as much as we can. If the card's looking good for NBA, we'll definitely be posting on it. Sorry about that. Had a little audio go overlay there. But let's go ahead and hop into the first game that we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about Sacramento at Atlanta. Atlanta +1 with an over-under at 252. Not going to really like a side here at all. If I was to lean a side, probably Atlanta at home. They usually play very well at home. Only thing I could look on Atlanta's side, though, would probably be maybe Trae Young over 25 in a parlay or something like that. I know the Sacramento doesn't play very well defense on the guards, so that's maybe the only thing. But we're actually going to look at a player prop here for the Kings. We're going to take the first play of the day is going to be Kevin Huerter over 8.5 points. Reason being is last two games he's had 5 points and 2 points. The four before that he had 13, 7, and 11, and 11 again. So before these last two games, he was hitting this line every game almost besides that 7. The last two games, looks like he came out a little slow. This is a big bounce back spot for him. He's playing his old team in Atlanta. I think he crushes this line. I think he at least has 3 threes in this game, which will give us this line already. So love that. That's probably going to be my best bet of the day, especially going against Atlanta. Like I said, his old team, revenge spot for him, back in his old home court, I should say. But yeah, Kevin Huerter over 8.5 points is going to be the first play of the day. And let's hop into the second play of the day. We're going to go over to the 76ers at the Rockets. We got the Rockets at +1 with an over-under at 224. Once again, don't really like a side in this one. I mean, if I was to lean anywhere, it may honestly be Houston. Looks like a lot of the public's on Philly at 63%. So maybe Vegas gets a little money made here with Houston here. I also could look at the over with Embiid being out. The 76ers defense isn't going to be great down low. Houston likes to get it in the paint as much as they can. Just don't want to bet on either of these teams right now, though. But we are going to take another player prop in this game, and you could probably guess it with this one here. We're going to take D'Anthony Melton over 14.5 points. With Joel Embiid being out, he's seeing a lot of playing time, of course. And they're really short on that position. So he's going to be playing a lot. He's probably going to have 30-plus minutes, I would assume. But yeah, over 14.5 points. Last two games, he's had 22 and 15. And those last two were with Embiid out. So he's been crushing these lines with Embiid out. So hopefully he can do that again with tonight against the Rockets, who aren't a great defensive team, especially down low. But yeah, that's going to be the second play for the day. And then let's see. We're going to keep these videos short, guys, because I know a lot of people, they carry these things on for an hour or something like that, trying to give you the plays. I'm not going to go through all the NBA cards, stuff like that with you. I'm going to get you in and out of here. As y'all see, show record 0-0 right now. Hopefully we can get that at 3-0 after today. But the final pick of the day is going to be, we're going to be traveling over to the Thunder visiting the Denver Nuggets. Looks like the Nuggets are -2.5. I got this at a little bit better of a line because I am going to have a side in this. I am going to have Thunder +3.5. I got this at +3.5 before the line moved. So I love that number there. I think it's a little too many points. 2.5, a little bit debatable when you're talking NBA. That 3.5 number is huge, especially if we're talking about a late game comeback, garbage time points, stuff like that. That 3.5, that hook right there for you is huge. A couple made free throws and you're hitting this line. But honestly, I would sprinkle some on the Thunder money line, and I'm going to tell you why. So basically, The Thunder have beat their last two opponents by combined points of 32. So they beat, I believe, the Knicks by 9, and then they beat the Timberwolves by what's the math on that? 23? Yeah, 23 or something like that. But basically, they've been kind of spanking everybody they've been playing these past couple weeks. They are going on the road. Their last two games were at home. But they have one road game, and then they go four straight at home after this. So just a quick little road bout here for them. Second night of a back-to-back for Denver. That is huge information to know right there if you are betting the Thunder plus 3.5. Reason being is a lot of times these teams on a back-to-back night, they like to sit, their superstars. So look for Jamal Murray to get sat. Look for Jokic to get sat. Look for one of those guys to get sat, get some rest behind them before they get into their upcoming games. I also believe that Denver is going on a little road stint here after this game as well. Denver has won 6 straight, so that is a little scary, but that's why I honestly like this even a little bit more. I think they are due for a loss. This could be that game. They're only favored by 2.5. Looks like a lot of money came in on OKC when it was at 3.5. So love that. Seems like I'm on the right side there. But yeah, so if you want to throw these in a parlay, if you want to take these separate, do what you will with them. But yeah, Herter over 8.5 points for the Sacramento Kings. D'Anthony Melton for the 76ers over 14.5 points. And then we got the OKC Thunder plus 3.5. Look for a little Shea prop possibly as well. I think he's going to play really well tonight. Jamal Murray isn't a great defensive player, so look for him to put up a lot of points. I'm not sure if he's going to be manning him up. They might have a little more defensive guy on him. But look for some Shea props as well. I'll always love Shea props. He seems to smash his points almost every night. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. Like I said, these NBA shows, as y'all can see, the show record, this is a new thing for us that we're trying out this year. Going to try to get into it a little bit earlier, but NBA is weird. I like to kind of see what's hitting before I start betting. I usually don't bet beginning of the season in the NBA at all. It's a long season. So these guys got to get in the groove. They got 80-plus games to play, so... but yeah, so look out for these every week. Hopefully, I'm trying to do at least one a week for you guys on a day that I really like the picks. But yeah, 2 or 3 a week is the goal. So, but right now, just look for them about once a week. But yeah, other than that, make sure you guys are following the socials. Got our socials right here under me. Got our TikTok, our YouTube, our Twitter, our Instagram. But yeah, look out for our NFL shows and college shows as well. Those are kind of coming down to a winding down. So hopefully I'm going to start doing these a little bit more daily once we're done doing those. But yeah, hope you guys appreciated the picks. And hopefully we cash. You guys have a great Friday.